guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to play around with glitters a little bit more. So I've got this very warm, kind of sunsetty type glittery halo eye. So if you'd like to see how I got this, then please keep watching. So I've already got my brows on because they take way too long on camera, but I do have an in-depth brow tutorial which I'll link down below. So I'm just priming my eyes first with the Too Faced Shadow Endurance Primer, and I'm just rubbing that in with my fingers, and then I just go in with a brush afterwards to make sure it's nice and blended. Now I'm using the Morphe 35O palette today, and I'm just setting that primer with this light peachy nude kind of shade. So for my transition shade, I'm using this orangey color, and I'm focusing this on the outer V and then running it through the crease, and I'm just making sure everything is nice and blended as I go. Next, I'm taking this more vibrant orange, and I'm using a smaller, more precise brush, and I'm just intensifying those areas that I put the transition color. I'm also just going to bring that colour onto the inner third because I decided I was going to turn it into a halo eye. Next, just intensifying that orange even more, I'm just using this more red toned orange and just putting it in the exact same places, but as usual just making sure it is nice and blended and seamless. I'm also winging the shadow out quite a bit because I have really round eyes, and when I'm not doing winged liner it can make them look even more round if I don't wing it out this far. So I'm just bringing that up a little further. Next, just to deepen it up a little bit more, I'm taking this really warm toned brown shade and I'm just putting these really precisely in the inner and outer corners. And just to help that all blend together, I'm just going back in with that red-orange colour. Okay, now for the glitter, I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Endurance just as a base for it to stick onto. I'm just wetting my brush with some setting spray just so it's easier to pick up the glitter and I don't get quite as much fallout. And I'm using my Bulk Glitters Orbit Orange glitter, and I'm just packing this all over the center of the lid. And then I'm just taking a fluffy brush to try and blend it as much as I can, but you can't really blend glitter. And now that I've got fallout all over my eyes and all over my floor and my Morphe palette, I am taking some Garnier Micellar water and just cleaning up under my eyes. To prime today, I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, and I'm putting this pretty much just all over my face. This helps smooth out texture as well as make my foundation last longer. For foundation today, I'm mixing together my Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation and my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation because the L'Oreal one is way too dark for me. I'm just dotting this all over my face and then blending it in with my Real Technique sponge. And then once I've blended that first layer in, I'm just putting an extra layer on the areas that need a little bit more coverage, and I'm just patting this in with a flat brush. This gives a much higher coverage, and often I don't even need a concealer to cover blemishes afterwards, but it just takes so long, so I don't normally do it. For under eye concealer, I'm taking my Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer and just putting this under my eyes and then blending it in with my Real Technique sponge again. I'm just setting under my eyes first with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and then I'm setting the rest of my face with my Face of Australia Translucent Powder. To contour today, I'm just using my Colourpop blush in the shade Aphrodisiac. I'm just focusing this on my cheekbones and my jawline and my forehead. And then to help that blend in a bit nicer, help it look a bit more seamless, I'm just adding my Colourpop bronzer in the shade Skinny Dip. For blush, I'm just using my Essence Silky Touch blush. This is in the shade Secret It Girl. This is the most gorgeous corally peachy kind of blush ever. And for highlight, I'm using my Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and I'm just putting this on my cheekbones and on my nose and on my cupid's bow and a little bit on my brow bone. And then I'm just going to set my face with some setting spray and go over my highlight just to make it really pop and make it really intense. I'm just going back in with a dirty brush from earlier and just blending those areas together where I cleaned it up with foundation. Then I'm just taking this lighter orange shade and sweeping it along the lower lash line. I'm just taking this really dark brown color and I'm using a small angle brush to put this right on my lash line. This will just help hide the lash band a little bit and make them look a bit more natural. And then I'm just applying my Essence Lash Princess Mascara to my top and bottom lashes. And I almost forgot an inner corner highlight, which I keep doing lately. And I'm just taking this really light shimmery shade and putting that on the inner corners. For lashes, I'm using my Socialize Minx 2.0 lashes today. Then I'm just going over the lash band to hide it a little bit with my Kat Von D tattoo liner. And then to finish off the look, I'm using my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Gemini. And that is all. I really like this look. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I love using these warm tones when my hair is fading a little bit and is looking a little bit more peachy pink. But yeah, if you did like this, don't forget to like and subscribe as usual. And leave me a comment down below if you did like it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.